Am I the asshole for walking away after I found out my husband secretly wanted me to fail? I'm a 27-year-old woman, and my marriage ended 6 weeks ago. Not because of cheating, not because of abuse, but because I discovered something worse. That my husband, Tyler, had secretly been hoping I would fail. I know that sounds dramatic, but stay with me. Tyler and I were together for 5 years. We got married 3 years ago. When people looked at us, they saw a couple who supported each other, who encouraged each other's goals, who worked hard and built a stable life. And honestly, most of that felt true. But over the past year, something shifted in a way I didn't notice at first. Every time I talked about my smallest dreams, writing a book, launching a podcast, applying for a promotion, he would smile and tell me how proud he was. But there was something off in his eyes, like he was celebrating just a little too calmly. I brushed it off. I thought I was just overthinking. Then one night, I found out I wasn't. I had borrowed Tyler's laptop to print a resume. My old laptop had died, and his was closer. When he got up to grab dinner, his browser was open, and a tab was pinned at the top titled Reality Check. Curiosity hit me hard. I clicked it. The page wasn't a normal website. It was a private journal, his personal document, and the title made my heart drop. What happens when she fails? I felt sick. I opened it. What I found was a detailed month-by-month log he'd been keeping, not of his accomplishments, but of my setbacks. It documented every criticism I'd ever shared in confidence, every time I was rejected or disappointed, every moment I felt insecure or unsure. But then it went further. Underneath those entries were notes about how useful it would be if I failed at certain goals. Not maliciously, he wrote, but comfortably, because it would validate his belief that I wasn't ready for success. Pages were spent on how my book might flop, how I might not get the promotion, how the podcast could die in obscurity. He wrote things like, if she never figures out her potential, she'll stay here. That's safe. Every sentence felt like a punch. I confronted him that night. He didn't deny it. He said it wasn't hate. He said it wasn't malice. He just wanted me to stay in my comfort zone. He said success could change things, and he didn't want to risk losing me. I asked him, so you don't want me to chase big goals because you're scared of losing control? He didn't answer directly. Instead, he said, I just want you to be happy. That answer didn't make it better. It made it worse. Because happiness without freedom isn't happiness. It's containment. And that's when I knew something real had broken. I asked for space. He asked for forgiveness. Friends told me I was overreacting. Family said I should give him a chance to explain. Therapists told me communication fixes most misunderstandings. But I kept thinking about that page where he wrote, her success shouldn't outshine our life here. That wasn't support. That was control. That was fear disguised as love. I realized I wasn't hurt because he didn't believe in me. I was hurt because he never told me his real feelings before I gave him everything. My trust, my future, my commitment. So I filed for divorce. Now he says I'm dramatic, that I'm destroying a good marriage over words in a document. But here's the truth no one else seems to see. You don't have to sabotage someone to destroy them. You just have to never support their potential. That's exactly what he did. So now I'm asking strangers for judgment because the people around me are too close to the story to be unbiased. Am I the asshole for walking away after discovering that my husband secretly wanted me to fail instead of succeed?